In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed.
Afroman just won a massive legal victory against 7 Ohio police officers who raided his home, found nothing, and then sued him when he made fun of them in music videos. And the courtroom moments from this trial were absolutely wild. Afroman won a jury verdict Wednesday, clearing him of wrongdoing in a lawsuit filed by 7 Ohio police officers who claimed the rapper defamed them by releasing music videos that mocked them after a failed raid on his home in 2022. The verdict came in an unusual lawsuit filed by members of an Ohio County Sheriff's Department over songs and social media posts by Afroman, whose real name is Joseph Foreman, that harshly criticized the guns-drawn raid on his property, which yielded no charges. Let's break down what happened here, because this story is wild from start to finish. In August 2022, the Adams County Sheriff's Department raided Afroman's home with guns drawn, smashing down his door and seizing $5,031 in cash and other property. They had a search warrant based on suspicions of drug trafficking and kidnapping. But here's the thing. No wrongdoing was uncovered, no charges were ever filed, and the money was later returned. They kicked down his door, ran through his house with AR-15s, took his money, found nothing, and left. So what did Afroman do? He used his own surveillance camera footage to create music videos and other social posts mocking the officers. In a video for a song called Lemon Pound Cake, he ridiculed one deputy for apparently eyeing a cake on his counter during the raid. In another social media post, he included images of Officer Lisa Phillips alongside graphic statements about her. The videos went viral. People loved them. Afroman turned his bad experience into comedy and music, which is exactly what artists do. But the cops didn't find it funny. In 2023, Officer Phillips and 6 others, Sean D. Cooley, Justin Cooley, Michael D. Estep, Sean S. Grooms, Brian Newland, and Randolph L. Walters Jr., filed a civil lawsuit claiming they'd suffered emotional distress and been subjected to threats, including death threats, because of Afroman's posts. They sued him. The cops who raided his home, found nothing, and took his money sued him for making fun of them, and they wanted $3.9 million in damages. The trial this week was absolutely insane. Afroman showed up to court in a flamboyant American flag suit and mounted a colorful defense from the witness stand. One of the deputies cried repeatedly as a video insulting her played for more than 10 minutes in the courtroom. And there was a testy exchange where Afroman's lawyer asked one deputy if his wife was cheating on him. Let me explain that last one. During one heated exchange, Officer Walters testified about a video in which Afroman repeatedly says that he had sex with the officer's wife. Walters said listeners had understood that statement as factual and that it had caused him tremendous pain. Afroman's lawyer, David Osborne, fired back. But we all know that's not true, right? Walters said that he didn't know. Osborne then asked, "You don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?" Which prompted Walters to angrily glare back and ask, "You want to go there?" Osborne replied, "No, I just want to ask that question since you said we don't know." He was trying to show the jury that the statement couldn't be proven true or false, which is a key requirement of a defamation claim. If you can't prove something is factually false, it's not defamation. At trial, Afroman told jurors from the witness stand that he had a constitutional right to make such artistic and critical content, particularly about government officials, and he didn't hold back. "I got freedom of speech. After they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, and turn my bad times into good time. Yes, I do," to jurors on Tuesday. "And I think I'm a sport for doing so, because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, and then try to play the victim and sue them." He also explained why he brought a local TV news crew with him to the sheriff's station to get his money back. "I didn't want to get beat up or Epsteined at the sheriff's station after I seen them running around my house with assault rifles over nothing. That's why I brought the news and my attorney." Epsteined, as in Jeffrey Epstein, who allegedly didn't kill himself. Afroman was saying he feared for his safety at the sheriff's station after watching these officers raid his home with assault rifles over nothing. The Adams County deputies also took the stand. Officer Cooley, who Afroman referred to as Officer Poundcake, had to watch the Lemon Pound Cake music video in the courtroom. When Officer Phillips got on the stand, she wept as a long video played in which Afroman labeled her "Lick'em Low Lisa" and crudely suggested that she was a lesbian. In their closing statements, the attorneys for both sides clashed over the free speech issues. Robert Klingler, the lawyer for the officers, told the jury that Afroman had perpetuated lies intentionally for years about public servants who had risked their lives for this county for years. He argued that Afroman's framing of the case as a First Amendment battle was legally wrong, saying, "Mr. Foreman doesn't get to wrap himself in the American flag and say you can't touch me. I can say what I want no matter how untrue it is, no matter how much pain it causes people, because I have freedom of speech." He can't do that. But Osborne, Afroman's lawyer, quickly fired back that he can, in fact, do exactly that. In a closing statement that cited NWA's F-Taw the Police and Richard Pryor's comedy acts, Osborne told jurors that powerful public officials cannot use the courts to silence criticism simply because it hurt their feelings. "I'm sorry they feel the way they do, but there's a certain amount that you have to take as a public official. It's part of the duties of the job." What chilling effect does that have on the world we live in? You don't like what a public official does and you make a joke and you're dragged into court because it hurts.
As a single mom, your support means everything to me. Please subscribe for more updates and stories like this. Thank you.